All right, we're on 4.4 lesson 6, and our objective is I can use varied protractors to distinguish angle measure from length measurement. So we're going to be using protractors today, and we're trying to find the measure of an angle. So what is a protractor? It's going to be a tool, a math tool, to measure angles. So we've made 2 in class. We've used our plastic ones. Remember, they look like almost like a semicircle, or they could be a whole circle with some cutout, and then they got all the degrees going around. So we're going to practice using them today. You have a paper one, so I just cut mine quickly out. A great way to cut the middle part out is if you cut it in half, or sorry, fold it in half once you cut the outside. Then you can go inside and cut that middle part out. So this will just be a quick one that we can use today at home. So we're going to practice measuring these angles using this protractor that we have here. So here it is on problem number 1. So I've got 3 different angles that I want to measure. So looking at them, we can already kind of identify what kind of angles we have. Are they acute? Are they obtuse? And if I look at my first one, and they're measuring them as angle D, angle C, and angle E. So we're going to look at angle D to start, and I'm going to measure it using my protractor. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my line, and I'm going to measure it up. And instead of using the bottom, because this isn't clear, we're going to use the inside of our protractor. Okay? And we're going to take that vertex, that D right here. So remember, this is called our vertex. It's where those 2 lines meet. And I'm going to line it up with this line that they have here right in the middle. And that's that 90-degree line. And then I'm going to take the bottom of my line right here and I line it up with the inside of the bottom of the protractor. So looking at this, I can see where my line extends. And I'm around 60 to 70 degrees. So if this is like halfway, that'd be 65. So maybe I'm going to label this as 67 degrees. Okay, which means because it's less than 90, we have an acute angle. If I took this and did it on the other side, so I'm just going to flip my book over, I should get the same measurement, right? So instead I'm going to do it over here and use this line as my base. So I take it, I line it up with that little line right here. Take the bottom of my protractor, line it up with right here. And then I can see that it goes, but now it looks like it's 120. So what happens with protractors is they go both ways. So because I know this is acute, it's less than 90, I'm going to go through this and I'm going to look up to where I have my line here. So it says it's about 60, 67. I can say it's 60, 65, right? And so can measure it both ways. Okay? So we found we have an acute angle. So let's try our C. So try with your protractor, maybe pause the video, see if you can do it on your own. I'm going to use this bottom line right here. I line it up with my vertex, right, that point that I have right here. Line up the bottom with my ruler, and then I'm seeing where it goes. So you can even see if it goes all the way through. So we have 65 degrees. Right, I'm looking where all the line goes through. And then let's try doing it the other way. If I do it on the other line, line it up. Take this, I put it at my bottom. I line up this. I look where my line goes through. And it looks again like it's at 65. So you can see these angles, I'm going to change this one to 65 too, are the same. Just one smaller, one's bigger, but they have the same angle measurement. That means the distance from this part to this part is 65 degrees. They're the same. So this one's also acute. It's less than 90. So let's try this angle down here. Looking at this angle, think of SpongeBob. What kind of angle is this? SpongeBob's got a lot of room to dance. It's obtuse. We can see it's going to be bigger than 90. So I'm looking for a number that's bigger than 90. So I take my protractor. I'm lining it up with the bottom, lining the bottom of the inside with the line, and seeing where it goes up. So if I keep extending it, it's going to go right there in between my 120 and my 130. So I'm going to count this as 125 degrees. And we can see that's bigger than 90, right? 90 would go straight up. It's going to be bigger. Let's try with the other side. So I can do the same thing with this one. Take this, I'm going to line it up with that vertex where it touches. Line up my bottom line with my protractor and see where the line extends out. So we get close to 125. I'm just going to the nearest fives. So 125 would be my distance. So this is great practice. We're going to be doing this in class, practicing measuring angles using our protractors. So take this, save this please, fold it in half, tuck it in your notebook, and we'll bring these in tomorrow. All right, I'll see everyone tomorrow.